We are ready.
I'm ready.
We're doing it?
Yup.
Hey gamers!
Hi,
You're the
Morg.
interviewer. Hello. How are you today?
I'm good. Did you win the tournament today?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I won the tournament
What
today.
deck did you play?
I played Scraps with Horns.
Ooh, interesting. You want to give a deck profile?
Oh yeah, I will.
Oh, cool. Let's see the deck.
Main monsters of the deck. Effect Failure. Good to draw against your opponents. They get very angry when you draw it. But I'll get to the real monsters here. We're playing Scraps, so we're going to play 3 Scrap Chimera, 3 Scrap Beasts, and a Scrap Goblin. And pretty much Scrap Beast is a tuner. He's a Scrap monster, and pretty much when Scrap Dragon dies, he can get back a monster from the graveyard, so he can get any of these Scrap guys back.
Well, that's wacky.
Yeah, and so he's a 4-star, he's a 4-star. Together makes 8 for Scrap Dragon. So
Wow.
he's a debris dragon for Scrap monsters. So you bring him back, presumably. And that's kind of what you do. Scrap Goblin, just your 4th tuner.
Can you summon Stardust with those 2 cards?
No, it can only make Scrap monsters with Scrap Chimera specifically. If you want to synchro with something else, you can make whatever you want with this card, though.
Okay.
This card can't be destroyed by battle. It's kind of useful, but it's not necessary. We're playing 3 Horn of the Phantom Beasts. It's pretty good. I could see playing less, making sense, but I played a lot of other auxiliary beast monsters today, so I chose 3.
What other monsters did you play
Oh, right.
before the traps?
Well, it's the Scraps with Horns, I gotta say that. We're playing 2 King Tiger Wangu. This was a meta call.
What in the meta do you think is good against?
I think it's good against any deck that could summon low attack point monsters, because this will automatically destroy any monster, normal or special summoned with 1400 or less attack points. Very good against Scapegoat, very good against pretty much the entire Psychic deck, good against plants.
Nice.
It's good. It's a Beast Warrior and has a lot of attack. Reborn Tengu, he's good because if you draw multiples, your opponent will probably Salamoring it anyway. But Scrap Dragon can make him. You make him with Scrap Dragon and Scrap Beast, and then you get a dude that comes out, and you can pop him with Scrap Dragon, or he's just a good card. 2 Thunder King Ryo, he is good, and then obviously we touched on the Veilers prior. Okay.
And that's all the monsters.
Oh, I have some fans. Some people are complaining about my top decks.
Oh, sorry, Tony. I didn't know you could hear me.
It's all right. Everyone's upset because they lost to me this fine day. So
What traps do you play?
the aforementioned Horn of the Phantom Beasts we play. Call of the Haunted we play. 2 Safe Zone.
Why do you play Safe Zone? That's
Safe
an interesting
Zone
card.
is pretty good. This is like actually a stun deck. So we play Thunder King, we play Wangu, we play all this stuff, and like yeah, it scraps, and we make Scrap Dragon sometimes. But for the most part, we're playing stun cards. What this card does is, if you activate it and target a monster, it can't be destroyed by battle, and it can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, and it cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects either. So you have to use it in advance, because like if someone deprisons, you can't chain it because it was already targeted, but it's very good. And then on top of it, if this card's like pop with Scrap Dragon, or if they MST it, or heavy it, or true nade it, this card says when you target the monster, like let's say you target the monster, when this card is removed from the field, any monster targeted by this card is destroyed. So if they heavy me, I could chain it, target their monster, kill it. I could Scrap Dragon, target their monster, target my safe zone, and do all this little funny stuff. Very good. 2 Fiendish Chain, another just good card with Scrap Dragon and True Nade and all that fun stuff. Judgment, 2 Warning, 1 Torrential. We're playing 1 Compulse just for fun today. It worked out.
The cheeky Compulse.
It was very good, admittedly, but
You Compulse anything big back?
I might have Compulsed back, like, for the most part. I think Compulsed back like a Ryo and just something again. People were upset. But I don't remember, but it's quite nice. And I like having a card that you can activate after a True Nade that still is useful versus like something that
Yep.
past its point, like Warning. Animator Force. Play 2 Pot of Duality because it's a very stun, slow deck. 1 MST. Dark Hole. Heavy Storm. True Nade. 2 Scrapyard would let you get a Scrap Tuner from your deck, so Scrap these most of the time. And 3 Scrap Storm. Scrap Storm's great. It says when you can target a Scrap monster, send a scrap from your deck to the graveyard, draw one card. So what you often do is you go like, you're just playing the game. Maybe like they deprison your scrap, scrap beast, and you scrap summon it, send it to the graveyard, and then send Chimera. And scrap beast effect says when it's destroyed by a scrap card, this is what scrap storm does, you can add a scrap monster from your graveyard to your hand. So you draw a card, get this, summon it, bring this guy back. It's very good.
Cool.
As far as the extra deck goes, pretty much only need Scrap Dragon and like Utopia because of the restriction on Chimera. So we play the 3 Scrap Dragon. You can make 8s with like Tengu and other stuff. So we play Stardust, Colossal, play Chimera Tech because why not? Scrap Twin because why not? Really doesn't matter what you play after this card in Utopia. I would suggest, however, that you do play a Black Rose. I think that's important because Scrap Goblin is a tuner. And I also think it's important that you play Scrap Arcfiend, which I didn't own, because it is a scrap monster, so you can synchro into it with Chimera. But that's all for the extra deck. As far as side deck goes today, I sided 2 Chaindy, Burden of the Mighty, because it works with Wangu. It's kind of just cheeky, because it lowers your opponent's attack, so then Wangu can kill it. 2 Cyber Dragons.
Is that the 3rd Wangu?
That is
also?
the 3rd Wangu. 2 Light Imprisoning, 1 Bottomless, 2 Emptiness, 3 Maxi, and a TK. And I sided a lot today, but best cards today were Emptiness. Maxis were pretty good, I would say. And the extra Wangu and Thunder King, they were all amazing. That's the deck.
Cool. Did you have any tricky matchups?
Everyone today was so easy to beat. I can't even remember if there was a bad matchup today.
All right, that's
but
fair.
If I had to say the easiest matchup today, it was probably against Michael Bombard, but not because his deck was bad.
Just because he's
reason.
bad?
Yeah. That's it, though. That's all I have to say.
All right, cool. Bye.